In the mystical fantasy realm of Osrynn Omega 419, there lies a small town of Asari within the elven country of Amirius. It is now 4993 of the Fourth Era, and over the course of the last year, heroes from across the continent have traveled to Asari in search of adventure and the rewards that come with it. Some retired, some were broken, and some have died. But those who remain are those whose stories are written in the annals of the Osrynn Tales. Starring Rachel,
I'm Reshi, the Dragonborn monk, and I just got my wings.
Chad,
Hello, I'm Quothe, the Goliath Barbarian. I have IBS.
Sangretti,
I play Hale, the Kobold Wizard, and his familiar pages, as we work on our quest to create the Grand Library.
Jobis,
I am playing Ajahar Sunray, a half-dragon Eldritch Knight who likes to dance with the flame.
and Genie Bra.
I'm Genie Bruh, and I play the half-elf bard Rowan Janae. Don't let me charm you with my mystical powers.
One more, and you choose the take. I'm okay with the IBS.
Jeff, I apologize right now in advance for anything that he says from here on. I apologize, and I love you, and I hope that your life is better. I am so sorry.
Let's try this again. Welcome in, everybody. Episode 4 of the Osrynn Tales Live D&D Season 2. If you were here for the recap, you'll know that our heroes stopped some fey creatures last week from feeding on the nightmares of a little girl who's in a family who's traveling north with a caravan that they are kind of protecting as, a way to get from Asari to the city of Anchor before heading back down south to the Ziggurat. Let's just hop right in here. You guys are up here now. You're about a week outside of Asari. You've been traveling for about 7 days. Yesterday, you guys were, spent most of the day yesterday getting your carts out of that cave system that appeared all of a sudden with the fey creatures that spawned into the world. So you've lost about a day of travel. You are currently at this marker right here.
Sounds like we're eating more pasta than intended.
Heading up along this road. Heading towards something that has been referred to as the Great Bridge. This massive bridge that you're heading towards is quite long. It's about a 30-mile bridge that spans think of like a fjord, right? Like high cliffs, probably a couple
You're a
hundred
fjord.
feet. Hey, man.
30 miles to think about ending it all.
Yeah, it's like 30 miles wide or 30 miles long, and it's probably a couple hundred feet high, across these cliffs. All you really know about the area is that there used to be a city, a human settled city, on the north side of that bridge that was sort of like the caretakers of it. But that city has since fallen to ruin, probably about a decade ago or so. And ever since then, this has been a very wild area full of monsters coming and going, and various tribes of goblins or whatever kind of taking up residence and then either being ousted by heroes for a little while or larger monsters or what have you. But yeah, you guys are traveling for a few days. It is hot and sticky. It's the middle of summer. You're just a couple of weeks after the new year, and you're dealing with all of the swamp stuff that we've dealt with before, right? Various like giant toads and things like that. Sturges are, a constant threat to the people.
I hate Sturgis so much.
And they're
I mean, the
wild.
rally too. Those rednecks need to put some masks on.
Like you're dealing with Sturges. Like they're a minor annoyance for people of your strength and metal, but for a normal commoner who only has like 4 hit points, and these Sturges, as you know, aren't sated until they drink 10 HP worth of blood. They're deadly to commoners. A single Sturge can kill 2.5 commoners just by itself. So they're, it's a constant threat, but it's not something that I'm gonna like make a whole encounter out of, because they're like 1-hit kills, super easy for you guys to destroy.
Blood pinatas.
Not when there's 1,000 of them.
Oh, they only swarm in like a couple dozen. But enough to like, people get injured and stuff, but nobody has died. As you get further and further north, so the way the caravan works is that usually, because of monster threats and things like that, more, stuff more threatening than just like Sturges and simple wildlife. Typically there is someone who'll, like, as the caravan's getting packed up in the morning and whatnot, there's typically someone who will ride out early, either 1 or 2 people will ride out early on horseback, kind of lead the group, as it were, by, a couple of miles. And they'll find like a place where, it's safe to like camp up in the middle of the day for lunch and whatnot. Do any of you ever offer to be the scout, or do you let other guards do that?
Ajahar will scout. He can fly out so far and come back and do aerial type, scouting.
It's more of a hover.
So in that case, Ajahar, if you're gonna, Ajahar, if you want to take the role of scout, give me a roll me either perception or survival. Perception 22. So you've been traveling for another handful of days, maybe about just shy of a week or so. You guys are approaching the bridge. You're probably a day or 2 out from the bridge at this point.
That's a good bridge. I know a good bridge when I see one.
Yeah, I think with a 22, I don't think he can see like 40 miles, but you do see, and I don't know how high you're flying, but for right now, as you're kind of going just over the road, following the path of the actual road to make sure that, no downed trees, all that kind of shit, like just making sure the path is clear and safe. You do see, over the tree line, there is some plumes of smoke, rising up, thin trails of smoke. You think probably campfires, but multiple campfires, not just like one, campfire. So maybe, without getting closer, and like actually flying over where these campfires are, you could assume maybe it's like another caravan or something. Because there's like 6-7 trails of smoke, something like that.
This is along the road, or
It's a little bit
seems-
off the road inside, like in the when you're as you're like coming in the swamp, as you approach the bridge, as you get closer and closer to the bridge, the swamp starts to like drain a little bit, as the coastline gets higher in elevation. Like down here, by the Black Reach, this was pretty low coastline, actual beaches, water and all that stuff. The further north you get, it starts turning into like cliffside, like ocean cliffsides. And the area right along the coast where the road is gets drier and drier as like the swampy waters drain into the lower lands between the coast and the jungles. But so there's like stands of trees and stuff that end up, like in the swamps, there's like stands of trees, but they're like all separated by like big patches of water. Those tree lines get closer and closer together until there's like small forests and stuff. So there's like a bit of a grove of trees. That seems like just like cover or whatever.
okay.
But yeah, you can't see who or what it is from the road. It seems to be a couple 100 yards back from the road where these plumes of smoke are coming from.
Okay, well then I'll just since it's off the road, I'll come back a little bit front, like down the road, wait for the caravan to kind of reach, and then when it gets there, or whoever shows up first, I'll just tell them what I saw. Basically, off so many yards off off the road, there's a bunch of campfires, possible caravan, or maybe a raiding party or something.
Bandit camp, caravan, just it's more than just a small group of.
Something that we need to be maybe cautious of.
So as you're waiting, it's gonna be, a while, maybe half hour, an hour or so before they catch up to you. With your 22 in perception, as you're waiting and you're hearing bird song and noises of the area around you, you can hear off in the distance a sort of rhythmic thumping and sort of almost like tiny pieces of metal shaking together, almost like drum beats and like tiny, like I would say something similar to the sound of like a shaking of a tambourine.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to like, it's very hard to hear because it's coming from such a distance away through the woods and stuff, but it's definitely like it's not natural, right? It's not like, oh yeah, that's just like, the sound of some strange fantastical creature. Like that definitely sounds of like intelligent life playing some kind of like music of some variety.
Okay, no, the caravan hasn't got there yet.
No, they're probably just a couple more minutes out, like 15 minutes maybe. It's gonna be just a little bit longer. This is happening kind of like what you're noticing as you're waiting.
Okay, then I'll just kind of like, if it sounds like it's coming towards the road, then I'll. I should fly back. I'll since this noise is coming towards, I'll fly back to the caravan to meet up and let the group know that something's coming down the road, and maybe us as the group should go ahead and investigate this and let the caravan kind of circle the wagons.
Right. All right. So you fly back to the party. And let everybody know. The owner of the caravan stops the train. The road isn't wide enough to like actually circle the wagons. But
Use that figure speech.
yeah. No, I know, but circling the wagons is like actually like a defensive thing. So
no, I know.
but they are guard the other guards. There's like probably another dozen NPC level guards. They're not heroes like you. They're just hired mercenaries and things. Who are gonna like kind of post up, keep a lookout, try and make sure that the caravan is safe while you guys investigate a bit further.
You want us to roll an investigation, or
I would want you guys. You can roll either nominate someone to roll with advantage, or if you want, two of you can roll a survival check.
I'm pretty good at investigation.
you said survival check, huh? One
Survival.
investigation or two survival. Is that what you said?
Well, you could either roll survival with advantage, like using the aid action, or you could.
I'm not good at either, so that would
roll
probably
for two
be
people
not
who
a
do
good thing for
survival.
me.
All right, I'm gonna roll an investigation because I'm not bad at it.
Except tonight.
I got a +7. I doubt anybody's got a higher in it.
Yeah, no.
Mm-mm.
Did you roll with advantage?
I did not. Should I roll again?
As that's our DM here.
Well, I was asking for survival, so.
Oh, survival with advantage?
I'm
Yeah,
confused now.
typically for tracking things and locating things in the wilderness, you use survival and not
Okay, there.
investigation.
K Money got us.
But I will not ignore that investigation check. Sangretti, with your 13 in investigation, even though I don't think Tail has specifically come across this, they're not uncommon creatures, and you would know about them from an intellectual standpoint. And I think Quothe and some of the other people could definitely corroborate your feelings about this. You think the sounds that you're hearing, the drum beats and like the shaking of like metal and other small, clinky plinky objects, you're thinking that this is a goblinoid, probably bugbear, either war dance or tribal war ritual of some variety. And with Quothe, with your 22, you can basically lead the group straight to their encampment. If you guys want to approach stealthily, as I grab some music for us, you can give me some stealth rolls. Otherwise, just let me know how you guys are approaching. This is an encampment that's just kind of in the woods, so you can approach from basically any side that you want, north, south, east, west, whatever.
Can I do you guys mind if I sneak ahead? Like me, and I can come back, report back to you guys?
I think
I got
Rushy
it.
is literally
Rushy is
You guys
passing out the grog at this party with that kind of roll.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you guys like step into the tree line and Reshi's just gone. Just
Well,
stealth.
so narratively, I like the idea of me being like, all right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and sneak, and then I just see like a flash, and I'm like, wait, where's Reshi?
Just randomly as you're walking throughout the forest, I'm right here, run. What the hell?
You're in the middle of the group, like,
Hey, guys.
waving, and no one sees you for some reason.
The rabbit ears on them.
It's very loud. I don't know why this website's always so loud with the music. There we go.
So if they're goblinoid, I do speak goblin, so.
While we're sitting here in the bushes and we're waiting on Rushy to come back, do you mind if I tell us a little story?
Ooh, I don't mind.
Do you guys mind if I tell a little story?
You boo boo.
Foulsham was really quiet tonight.
Is this like a trust fall question?
And you hear
He's not
me?
now. I turned you up.
Oh.
Well, no, I thought I could give you guys a little tale from beyond.
A 7, huh? Perfect. You just
Devious
ran into
gay.
some fae. So yeah, probably inspired by the results of your dealings with those bug creatures from last episode. You recall a tale of an elven, an eladrin perhaps. You know, to you they're set on fire and burning and screaming at you for, you know, causing all of those tavern fires when you gave the coin to the ferryman. But what is the story of this elven adventurer?
I want to tell you guys about the story of Rena the Fae. She was quite the jokester. She used to hop around and tell jokes and produce lots and lots and lots of television shows. And some people thought she was pretty entertaining, but I don't know. That's for other people to decide. But one day, Rena the Fae decided she didn't want to make hit TV shows anymore. She wanted to leave the stage, and she decided she was going to go have a drink at the pub. And unfortunately for her, that pub burned to the ground, and she was kind of in it. And she died. It was pretty gruesome. Like a pillar fell on her, and the smoke, because she was like so low to the ground, the smoke didn't actually like knock her out, and she had to sit there, and she burned to death. So Rena the Fae, funny gal, but burnt to a crisp.
Mr.
Sorry.
Rowan, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
What is this TV you speak of?
TV. It's short for technological vision. It's like a thing that artificers can make that allow you to watch things over like a little viewing screen.
It's a scroll of voyeurism.
And it sends things over like a radio signal. You don't see them very often, but Rena the Fae was really good at making content for the viewing thing. Until she burnt to a crisp in that pub.
Yeah, she's just you can see her kind of standing off to the side as you tell this story, Rowan. Her like the left kind of upper forehead and eye kind of like caved in into her nose, you know. Lots of crispy, blackened, skin and, charred bits of clothing. She's just like cross-armed, just like,
Yeah, just
That's
cross-armed,
that's how
giving
you're
me a
gonna describe
smug
my,
look.
just like, like that's how you're gonna tell my story, huh? Like that's all. Okay, I see. Don't mention any of my Oscars or Emmys or Tony Awards or.
Yeah, no. That's Rena the Fae.
Don't even mention how I got kicked off that TV show after 3 seasons as Aunt Bim. Did they bring in somebody else take over?
Oh, you died in a bar fire. You died in a bar fire.
So that we'll see here. The target let's see the wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you until the end of its next turn. The charmed target must use its action to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. The target can act normally on its turn if you choose no other creature. So yeah, that is something you keep in your pocket, and you'll be able to force a little charm onto a creature of your choice. So as Rowan, as you're telling the story to the group and charging up your bardic energies to perhaps play with the minds of something you're going to encounter here, Reshi, you sneak off from the group. The sounds of drumming and cymbal shaking is quite apparent now. You move your way through the woods. What direction do you want to be approaching from?
I want to be just going towards the sounds. I don't really know, just from the path directly towards the sounds.
Okay, so you're approaching kind of from the southeast then. You come up through a real thick part of the forest. You can see there's like a trail leading out roughly due south, and kind of a trail leading out roughly due east from this kind of encampment that you're starting to be able to see through the tree line. So you sneak up kind of through the thicker woods that's kind of in that southeast quadrant. You sneak up behind a couple of tents. The old canvas. It's definitely not new canvas. What you can see is an encampment that looks like it's a mishmash of more humanoid made like tents, like think like like old like A-frame, like kind of like army canvas tents. It's just 2 poles with like a string and the canvas like laid over it kind of deal. A mixture of those and then hide like larger kind of style like teepee kind of tents that are supported by large bones. These could be like maybe I don't want to say like dragon bones specifically, but creatures of like a large size, like giant rib bones and things. I can't quite tell like what animals they may be from, but really large bones that are holding these hide kind of leather. Oh no, we lost cameras. Why did I lose cameras? Uh-oh. Discord, oof. We're having technical difficulties. Boo doo doo So, chat, how's everybody in chat doing? As we wait for Discord to maybe work again. How's folks in chat? Hello? We good? Thanks, Discord. Cooking food. Oh, you coming back? Hello?
Yep.
Are we back?
Hello?
I hope so.
Cool.
Oh shit.
Had legendary treasure. Robe
Grady,
of the
Grady got
Arc
bored
Magic.
and fucking redeemed a
Damn.
legendary treasure.
Damn, son. Well, wouldn't that would be wild if that was?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
All right, so just to recap after those technical difficulties, you approach from the southeast. The encampment that you see is made up of many, like over a dozen, kind of humanoid-made canvas A-frame tents, and then interspersed with those are these hide tents supported by giant bones. Like they look like rib bones. You don't know what kind of animal it is, but I'm talking like the size of like, dragon, kind of like large, maybe dinosaur of some kind, or just some sort of large creature, right? Just insanely large rib bones. Like you could probably stand up in one of these tents, but these giant rib bones are forming these kind of struts for these leather hide kind of tents. You can see from where you are, hiding behind one of these tents, in the middle of this encampment is a mound, like a big kind of rock with some grass on top of it, and there is a kind of like a longhouse, again supported by bones, hide, canvas, walls, and throughout this whole encampment you see bugbears, goblins, zombies,
Nope, don't like that.
and skeletons. The bugbears all seem to be there's multiple campfires. There are some who are drumming. Some have like these like little sticks that are probably about a yard long, like a meter long. And there's like little tiny like shrunken heads on them, and like bits of metal and bone, and they're shaking them, and that's what's making that sort of tambourine sort of kind of metallic shaking noise. Like I said, there's just like people with drums. The music is coming from like the hill, and you can kind of see there's like one bigger bugbear who's kind of like dressed a little bit more fancy, and they've got this giant morning star that they're kind of like shaking around, and they're shouting something. You're not exactly sure what, because you don't speak goblin, right?
No, I
do.
don't.
You do, Tail, but Reshi snuck off. she's
That's true.
scouting out. You can't hear the
She's
words
way
yet.
too far away from me.
Yeah, but so he's chanting. It sounds like chanting though, and then the rest of them are, some of the goblins are doing like little war dances, and some of the bugbears are, either dancing or like even sparring with each other. It seems like they're kind of ramping themselves up for something. You're not quite sure what.
Okay. So how many do I see roughly?
Too many to count.
Good. Okay. So we're not going to go that direction. All right. I'm going to head back and tell the camp what I've seen.
So you approach your group. You let them know. I'll just say this: like from where you were in the southeast, there was like 2 kind of human-made tents like that you were hiding behind, and there was like 3 kind of circular, kind of hide tents, like right around there, with like making a circle around a campfire. You saw 3 bugbears, a goblin, 2 skeletons, and 2 zombies, kind of just hanging out in that little quadrant there. You could also see from your vantage point there were 2 bugbears and 2 zombies guarding the southern road, kind of trail, I guess. It's not a road, it's a trail. In and out of the encampment. And you could see to the north of you, the eastern path in and out. There's a handful of skeletons and zombies and a bugbear over there, kind of protecting the eastern road. But they are unaware. They're not like really, the ones who are like guarding the road aren't even really paying attention. They're more like engrossed in the sort of ritual that's going on right now.
So, guys, I just saw like an army of bugbears and skeletons and stuff, goblins, and it looks like they're about to like attack or do something crazy. Anyway, I'm not really sure that's the direction we need to go.
Wait, are they going to attack the Fae?
I think she's dead. What?
The Fae?
The Fae?
Wait, I'm lost.
Faith Laquan?
So there's like a huge thing, like an army of bugbears and goblins and skeletons up ahead. That's all the chanting and sounds.
Yeah.
So I'm just nervous that they're gonna attack us if we continue on this path.
Miss Reshi?
Do we know what they're doing there? Or they
They're
just
like
camped
look
up,
like they're
or-
about to. They're like having a party and they're like chanting and stuff. And if from what I know of bugbears, which is not anything good, they're aggressive
They are. They're aggressive.
and they're massive.
Can you, Reshi, since you've seen them, will you make an insight check for me?
That's not gonna go good. Yep.
A 6. You
Yeah.
beat.
I don't have that.
You did beat the DC that I was thinking. This is an easy check.
Okay.
It's just been a long time since that you've like encountered goblins and hobgoblins in this kind of area of the world. Like it's been over a year almost. Like it's been about a year since you guys were doing like the Drazan stuff. Both IRL and in game. It's been about a year. But it was, pretty intense, the things that you did encountering these goblins. You remember, it was just an easy check. It was a DC 5 just to make sure that you weren't completely oblivious. You remember the markings, like there you remember seeing back in the swamp. I mean, you're still in a swamp, but to the east of Asari when you were heading towards like into the Black Reach. If you guys remember, there was that like old stone fort that you guys came across, and there was like banners and stuff. Like the goblins had like taken a forward position, like just a day or two outside of Asari. You see the same colors and markings on like the tents and stuff that you saw on those banners back at that camp just to the east of Asari. This seems like maybe the remnants of the tribe of goblins and bugbears that you guys ousted from the Black Reach about a year ago.
So they're really going to be happy to see us. Okay.
Miss Reshi?
That is if they remember who you are.
I speak Goblin. We could go talk to him.
I don't think that's a good idea, Tail. I don't think that's a good idea. This is the kind of... I don't think that they're reasonable.
Do it.
I mean, unless the rest of the group wants to go talk to these people, I feel like we should, like, go around them.
I don't think the bugbears are going to want to talk.
They like to fight. I mean...
I'm going to run over there, moon them, and then run back to the camp.
You are not going to do any such thing. Not at all. No.
Tail is
I'm
going to
down-
make
I'm,
an
I'm
effort.
down to see that. I'm down to see how that turns out.
He's going to get stabbed in the ass.
Yeah, Quothy just gets an arrow right up the chocolate starfish.
Yeah, basically.
Just a bullseye, just right in the middle.
We are not doing any such things. And we don't even have Jopis or Ajahar around right now to do any fighting.
I can always kill his
Be
character.
Ajahar.
I'm going to make an effort to go talk to them and get about like 10 feet
No,
closer to them.
Not happening.
And immediately get grabbed by Reshi and like go sit down, kid, kind of way.
I have to pull a little harder because you're still working off that that magical weight, but I got you.
Chat says that might help Quothe's IPS, sort of.
That's true.
It just
lets one out.
It just plugs him up.
I don't think we should go over there. Honestly, I don't.
The bugbear has a green arrow style arrow. It's just
Okay,
like
I moon them
plug
and I
on.
lower the IBS walls.
Jeez.
Oh god.
You're so
I
smart.
embrace it.
Just so much wisdom in that brain.
I really think we should go talk to them and figure out what they're prepping for. Because what if they just
They're
go
just
attack
going to
us?
attack us.
Right. They may attack us, but also we are way stronger than you guys were when you fought them before. You
There's
could
too many to
bitch slap a
count.
goblin out of existence right now. It's a
There's too
thing
many
you can
to
do.
count, though.
I mean, that is true. Like Reshi, you would know that. Like you could probably sneeze and a goblin would die. Like
Maybe, but like not like multiple, like so many I can't count.
Yeah, but if you just breathe fucking fire on them, they cease to exist
I
too.
don't know, guys. I think that the kobolds kind of get me. I'm kind of he's winning me over here on this. I'm kind of like down
Okay,
to see.
if we're going to fine.
I'm down to clown all of a sudden. I'm feeling a lot more confident about this.
If Tail is wanting to go and try and talk some peace treaty into non-peaceful creatures, then we're all going to go together to protect him.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy. Hey, a little bit of table talk. You guys know my alignment changed, right?
Yes, and you're going to be crazy. This is not good.
Yeah, but your alignment changing and you getting yourself killed are two different things.
Yeah, you don't want to
It's
die.
fine. His alignment changed, and the worst we got to worry about is he ties Jeannie's shoelaces together.
It's fine. I'm just going to IBS on them.
I can do the step thing. I'll be all right.
This is great.
Okay, yeah, let's go talk to the goblins.
Let's go die. Episode 4.
okay. So I'll ask again, how are you going to approach this encampment?
What is the most obvious way I can approach this encampment? Like, what is the obvious way they've been traveling in and out of there?
Like Reshi scouted, there's like a foot trail leading north-south out of the south, and there's one going east-west out of the east side of the encampment. So either from the east or the south, you could approach them. To the south, there's only 2 bugbears and 2 zombies kind of guarding that road. The one coming out of the east of the encampment, like heading straight towards the road, seems to be more heavily traveled. But there's also, she spotted at least 1 bugbear from where she was standing, along with 3 skeletons and 2 zombies. Perhaps more bugbears and goblins and stuff protecting that road in. So the eastern road is more protected than the southern road, but seems to be the main road.
Why don't we just not disclose the fact that we have a caravan, because I feel like they're going to want to loot that. Does everyone agree with
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm okay with not letting them know.
We're just kind of like hanging out. We're
taking a
trying
moment.
to,
Yeah.
we're trying to walk across the path or whatever. We don't want to interrupt what they're doing. I don't know. I feel like that would be a bad idea.
Yeah, let's go to the south on this. Is anybody feeling stealthy? I would like at least one of us to be chilling with us, just not seen.
I can roll stealth again.
Roll stealth then, Reshi.
Oh, that didn't work. Gene, are you feeling that one?
Yeah, I'll take a shot at it.
I have a 7 in stealth. I'm surprised I didn't roll
Oh
better.
man. Okay.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Tens.
Not bad, not good, but not bad.
I got a 9 in stealth. We're good.
Sure.
Alright, well,
We're also going in with one
We
less
kind
party
of
member.
need them to see you so they don't immediately.
Well, that's
I would
even
feel-
better. He just kind of walks up behind him. What's up? Oh shit!
I would feel more comfortable if they see you than not see you.
I was thinking escape tactics there. If we have at least one of us in stealth to change the tide from what they see, we could walk away from it pretty quickly if we had to.
yeah.
Okay.
Again, so your stealth is going to be going up against so these are guards that you're going to be walking up on, so they're making active perception rolls. Having a 10 with the way I roll might not be the end of the world.
Also, understand that they are going to be slightly distracted because there is a crew of people approaching them that they're probably more interested in than anything else.
Well, that and there's like loud music and stuff playing too, so
Yeah.
I'll be rolling at a disadvantage for this. So, hey, so it's when you guys start approaching the camp, you can see that they're not really paying that much attention, but the zombies who are on chains, kind of like staked into the ground, definitely take notice of Tail and start kind of moving towards Tail, only to then be like halted by the chain, and they're kind of like trying to get at Tail, but being held back by these kind of harnesses and like heavy iron chains. That kind of alerts the two. You said you're entering from the south. That alerts the two bugbears, and they quickly turn and start brandishing their weapons, but it seems that they only notice Tail. Like immediate, like this is just that moment, right? Like they haven't had a chance to like do anything yet. I'm just letting you guys know, like, this is sort of what you're insinuating from the circumstances, is like everybody who tried to stealth seems to be stealthed right now.
Did we just give Tails an army?
I don't understand the question.
So I'm gonna approach and then Goblin in the most confident voice that Tail can muster, because he's not particularly great at Goblin, but he does know it. You don't need to pull out the weapons. Hi, how's it going? I'm just here to see what's going on.
I'm gonna shrug and put mine back away.
Going to.
And so far, I have made no threatening gesture whatsoever, other than I'm leaning a little bit on the quarterstaff I'm walking with.
Tail, if you want to put yourself on the map there, I'll move these guys back a little bit so you can have some more space between you, the enemies, if you want. But yeah, these skeletons are kind of like up here. They're like kind of like reaching towards. The bugbears are kind of like behind them. When you try and parlay with them, they still have their weapons out. And they say, in Goblinoid, they go, "What you want?"
I'm gonna respond in a way asking, "What's going on here? Do they know they're making a lot of noise?"
They how do they respond to this? Well,
You've went with the
want-
old
as-
lady across the hall, Gambit.
make a
Pretty much.
They're confused.
make
You
a
gain advantage.
make a persuasion check. I will give you advantage on this because you're speaking goblin, and that's not something that they would expect from a kobold. So they are
You
kind of
said persuasion?
yeah.
Here's hoping.
They have advantage.
Nailed it.
19. Awesome. They say, yes, noise. Big noise. We make war dance.
For who?
They say, over big bridge. In ruins. Many hobs. So they're referring to hobgoblins. They say, we want control bridge. We take it from hobs.
I'm gonna say that's probably not a good idea because the weak humans want the bridge too, and they bring lots of humans. You can take the bridge, very strong, but the humans bring lots more humans.
The bugbear's not very smart. He said, the one talking to you said, "Me no see humans, just one puny kobold."
Mm-mm.
Fireball.
I'm not with the humans. I just trade with the humans.
He he says to you, "But humans, human town already destroy. Hob live there now."
Humans want the town back. They're going to take the town back.
But Hob have it now.
I'm going to take the staff and I'm going to draw a line in the sand in front of me and take a 5-foot step back.
Okay.
And I'm going to respond with, not for long.
Me no understand.
I'm going to turn around, face the opposite direction, and I'm going to cast Sleep at 4th level.
Wow.
Wait, you're facing away from the bugbears?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I'm walking away, like I'm about to leave. So they can't see that I'm the one directly casting this. They can't see the motion of it. I'm going to put it right there.
Okay.
Did you just hit us with sleep?
No,
you didn't.
we're not on the map. He can't hit us with sleep.
Okay.
We're not on the map, she says. You're stealth.
I mean, we're hot. We're stealth.
I mean,
We
it's
are
technically-
By
on
the
the map.
technically-
DM's
We are.
rules,
But
we're not on the. No.
He said he's casting it.
Did you
in
just
the
sleep
middle.
us?
No.
No. If you were looking at
I
the
made
map,
sure that
Genie,
none of us
You
are.
little lizard fuck.
he's casting it in the middle of this group here. And he's trying to hit these 4 creatures with sleep.
Well, I was.
Oh,
I was-
wait. I don't want to do that because there's undead, and undead probably don't care.
They're probably super tired at
Too
this
late.
They're
point.
You
chained
already-
up though.
Yeah, it's too late. I got to do this. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hiding right here.
Fourth
What the
level,
hell, dude?
right?
Yeah. If you know the text on sleep, you'll be fine.
You
Is
got
it
tons
you
of
pick
HP.
the people,
You're
or is it
fine.
radius?
It's HP.
HP. 32, 16. I need to. Interesting, right? So that is what, 48
Mm-hmm.
points. Okay. Oh man, that's so close. So the zombies actually do fall asleep. But that's it.
Okay, I'm going to cast Sleep with my Scythe on the ones that didn't fall for the first
You're
spell.
so ridiculous.
With a downward swinging motion.
The downward swinging motion.
I
was
was
gonna
just
say, I
trying to
think the
sleep and
hand-
disappear, but apparently you guys want to go all in on this.
I do not.
I mean, if you guys actually want to fight these guys, we can do that too. But yeah, right now,
Well-
like the information you guys have gotten, it's not like they are planning to attack like the road. They're trying to take the bridge over.
Well, we do got to cross that bridge.
Yeah, we have to cross it. Yeah, so it's like
true. Question is, can you cross the bridge while they're fighting the hobgoblins and just move past them?
Can we? Yes. Can the party we're escorting? No.
So as you turn around, the sleep spell goes off. Rowan, if you're hiding in plain sight there behind just what amounts to a bike rack, I don't think your 10 is good enough for that. But you're safe anyway, even if you are rather close to this.
So I ran out of the bushes as everybody was falling asleep, and I was like, "Damn it! You almost hit me with that sleep."
And then the bugbears, they see you, and you say that they turn to the kobold and they say, "Oh, kobold, right? There's a Hume."
Wait, you didn't hit them all?
Two
No,
of them
only
didn't
the
fall asleep.
only the zombies.
You just killed the play there, but you might have been the negotiating piece.
Only the zombies fell asleep. So he only rolled a 48 on that HP. The zombies have a lot of HP. They're pretty hardy. They're very low AC, but they're pretty hardy.
Okay.
There was not enough HP
Then
left over to hit
I gave
one of
myself
the
away.
bugbears.
I'm gonna respond to the bugbears and say, "Do you want me to take care of this human?"
They say, "Best not interrupt work dance. Take care of Hume and prove your loyalty. You ride with us to defeat the Hobbs."
I'm going to cast Mage Hand and make it mockingly like dual slap Rowan just across the face, and then just drag him out into the bushes as I walk away.
I'm in the bushes, like shaking my head no, like a mom, like.
I play dead, I guess. I play like I'm knocked out from this mage hand.
Yeah, this Mage Hand is really weak, but these bugbears might be dumb enough to buy it. Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely. What the? Why is every time I go to reveal areas, why does it not? The hell? There we go. So there's like some bushes over here. You can move to.
When we get into the bushes and we are obscured from view from the bugbears, I'm going to take a jar of pasta sauce and just throw it out on the ground like I cut his head off or something. It's the best blood substitute I would have on me.
Right.
And I'll just be like, no, Cobalt, no.
So as you do that, these things are very not intelligent. When you do that, and the you kind of like, as you step out of the bushes, you see the bugbear kind of like on his like sitting on his haunches, you know, like kind of like a catcher, you know, like a baseball catcher, kind of like, you know, bounce on his toes, and he's like running his finger through the pasta sauce, and he like licks it, and he like looks up at you, and he like looks down at the blood, and he like licks it again, and he says, "You have spicy blood."
My God.
I'm gonna need a minute.
These guys aren't smart, okay?
Discord's dying again.
Oh God.
Is it?
It was just a
Yep.
blip. It was just a blip. Oh, technology. Good God. So yeah, he seems to buy it. You don't. From that reaction, you're pretty sure that these guys never had pasta sauce. Probably never had pasta before. You would think they would know what human blood would taste like, perhaps, but he seems convinced enough of your ruse.
I'm a master of disguise and persuasion, apparently, tonight. You just have to be really dumb for it to work.
He says, he says to you, he says, "All right, little friend, you come with me now. We go talk to Chief."
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go with him.
Oh, okay, cool. So he kind of heads off over here. At this point,
I would like to let Reshi know table talk. I have 3 different transportation and get the fuck out of there spells
Alright.
prepared
Okay.
right
Just gotta make sure.
I do be spicy though, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do that. So here's the camp. Yeah, here's so everybody can see on screen. Here's let me zoom in a little bit. Here's the camp. All of these goblins and zombies and bugbears and skeletons and stuff.
So
we
we're
can
gonna
wreck this
die
whole group.
tonight.
No,
Okay.
we're not. This is
We
easy.
got this.
Guys.
Yeah, we got this, guys.
Then he empties the tents.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a thing? I just like add all these things. Just like all these tents were actually movable, and there was more enemies inside the tents.
It better not be.
So there's this bugbear chieftain. He's kind of standing at the entranceway to this longhouse.
Fuck, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, but you know, like the way Azahar and Quothe hit, you can probably most of these things
Minus Azahar,
are,
obviously.
most of these things are one-shot kills. Like
Yeah.
bugbears have a bit of AC on them, so they may be a little tougher, but you know.
What happened to Azahar?
I don't know
Not
where
if they got
Jonas
deck
went.
saves.
He disappeared. I'm assuming there's probably something family aggro or maybe something like that. But hopefully everything's okay, and hopefully he'll be back soon. But yeah, he brings you to the chieftain. He says to the chieftain, tiny lizard boy, make Hume explode. Had spicy blood. Good blood. It says, tiny kobold boy, have news about Humes coming to attack bridge. The bugbear chieftain says, oh, it's not good. You, lead chant. And, he, like, points over to this, like, bugbear who comes walking over. He, like, takes the kind of, like, ceremonial, morning star and starts, like, leading the chant as the bugbear chieftain kind of moves inside the longhouse to have, like, a conversation with you, Dale. Do you go inside the longhouse? This bugbear starts leading you inside.
Yeah.
You guys come inside. Then, inside the longhouse, there's like a table, a couple of chairs. Looks like they were pilfered from some human settlement somewhere. Very like worn down. There's like chunks taken out of it. Like seems like it has seen some battle. It is charred a little bit. There's like an axe just chunked in it, just like you would do with a hatchet, like to the stump that you split logs on. Just like an axe sticking out of this table. There's like bear pelts and stuff like lining the floor, and towards the back, where I've placed the bugbear himself, the bugbear chieftain. He goes and sits down on like a throne that looks like it's made out of bones, animal bones. There's like only a couple humanoid skulls. It's not like a throne of like human skulls or anything. A couple of humanoid skulls, and like it's also for comfort. Looks like there's like a cushion made out of like a bear's pelt or something like that. And he kind of like sits on this throne, and he says, so you say the Humes are coming to take bridge. What do you know of this group of Humes?
In the most polite goblin I can, I'm going to relate that I like to trade with the Humes because they have many shinies, and then I'm going to reach slowly into a pocket in the front of my coat and pull out a gold coin and then put it back in that pocket.
Oh, shiny.
And say Humes want bridge and town. You can kill the Hobbs, but the Humes will kill you. Too many humans.
He kind of strokes his like chin hair a bit. Says, but bugbear strong. One bugbear take down a dozen Humes. We do not fear petty little puny Hume.
You would kill very many Humes, but they bring very many Humes. And if that's not enough, they bring more.
What if we just kill the hobgoblins for the guy?
Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
I could use some new pelts.
Let me ask you a question. While he's in there, and since I'm made myself known and then also been killed.
Yes.
with your spicy blood.
Can I re-roll my stealth and make an attempt to move around the camp?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, the spicy blood catcher mitt thing is just going in my head.
Oh damn.
Okay.
25. Yeah, you're good to
That's
reposition
that's at 20. All right.
Yeah.
You might as well be a goblin with a roll like that.
I'm just
Find Genie in
swirling
the
around.
goblin harem.
No, I kind of wanted to make my way towards
Downtown.
yeah.
Go
yeah,
downtown.
yeah. I kind of wanted to kind of work my way from tent to tent till I can get back here. If that's possible.
Oh, good God. I'll have to roll. So just to see how far you make it here. I don't get. Oh, those rolls weren't great. Okay. All right. Yeah, it takes you a little while to do it. Because there's goblins and stuff all around.
Yeah.
But waiting for those moments during like their festivities where they don't seem to be like looking in your direction, hopping from tent to tent, you will eventually make it to the back side of the longhouse there.
Okay, I'm like here.
Yeah. So when you get to the back of the longhouse, you can see there's like pelvis and like tailbone, kind of like forming the back side of this longhouse. You might be able to get in by like crawling underneath the hide walls, but there's no door back here.
I don't need to get in. I just can I hear what's going on?
Sure. Make a perception check. And do you speak Goblin?
No.
Well, you can kind of hear the muffled sounds of conversation, but they're speaking in Goblin, so you're not.
And that's totally fine. I don't need to understand 100% of what's going on. So I don't understand exactly what they're saying. I just kind of want to be
ready to bail me out when I make a poor decision.
I kind of want to see what's going on.
So the chieftain continues. He says, "How long until Humes get here?" We might
2
still
moons.
2 moons. Which 2?
Your mom and your dad.
Finally, there's a phrasing in all of the years of playing this game. Not just
I
this
gotta Google
particular
that one.
campaign, but in all of the years of playing games in the Osrynn world, no one has ever mentioned that phrase, oddly enough, for this to play into the game. There are 3 moons of Osrynn.
Oh,
So I'm assuming, like, I just wanted to let that slide. So when he says which 2, he's asking like, because there's a moon that is full every single month. There's a moon that is full every other month, and then there's a moon that is full every 3 months. I won't like give like their names and have to like make you like learn that stuff. But he does
When
ask like
there are
which
2
2 as
full
it like to like how much time are we like looking here?
like however far it would be until it'd be like a week or 2 weeks or whatever is the intent.
Oh, okay. Couple of weeks. Okay. So yeah, on a time scale of a couple of weeks, he starts thinking, more. He kind of pauses for like maybe, I don't know, 30 seconds, 40 seconds before saying, too close to get more reinforcement. You will stay with us, small lizard boy, and you will tell us of all of the Hume's advancements, the technologies, and then, as you are a noted Hume slayer, you will fight with us. You will help us kill Humes, and then you will help us take Bridge.
I don't know how to phrase it, but I want to tell him that I have to keep going, otherwise I won't be able to get my shinies from the humans.
There's many shiny await you after fight. You take all human shinies. You do not have to trade any more. You take all their shinies once we kill the Humes.
I'm going to ask him for a space in the camp that is roughly 30 feet wide.
Roughly 30 feet.
Like a 30-foot by 30-foot circle. Just like a 30-foot circle.
Wonder what that's for.
He turns to the bugbear.
What?
He turns to the guy, the guard who's like standing next to you, Tail. He says, "Go tell Clark and Blarg and Flarg to vacate their tents. This little lizard boy will take the encampment to the southeast." And the other, the other bugbear, he's like, "Yes, Chieftain Gudabalgal. I will go tell Clark and Blark and Flark." And he fucks off to go clear out that area.
After he's cleared that area, I want to cast Galder's Tower in that space.
Shit. All right.
And the intent is for my party to hide in the tower while I feed misinformation to the chieftain here and wait while we figure out what the hell to do.
All right. All right. Let me let's see. What time is it? 8:30. I think while I look for a tower that I can place on the map, I also have to pee, so why don't we take this opportunity as a way, because the ritual takes a little bit of time to cast and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, let's use this time as a bit of an act break here.
Let's do it.
Back in I don't know, 10-15 minutes or so. But stick around, we'll be right back. And we are back from the break. Hello. As you can see, Tail has made a tower with Galder's Tower. I guess I should probably like really move your character over here. Tower. So you've made the tower. The chieftain's over here. There's like some bugbears and stuff. Some goblins. They're like, oh, he summoned tower. They're all like, oh.
Can I just for
like
1 second
50-50 they might burn you as a witch.
Can I just mention Ajahar's character kind of walked onto the screen? I just want from now on when he speaks, I want that thing to just move up and down.
You want this to move?
It's my favorite thing on the show now.
That's amazing.
It's like Space Ghost.
It's perfect.
Oh my god. Why do I have to have ideas that are a lot of work? Now I just wanna convince Jobis to download Adobe Character Animator, and then I'll rig it so that when he talks, the puppet would its jaw would move and stuff. Yeah, it would just be season 3. Everybody, no more face cams. Everybody's gonna be their character.
I'm in on that.
Jaw comes unhinged, just dangles.
Oh, we got a
Substance
sick
is
raid.
just rated. Woo!
Substance.
We got a sick raid.
Welcome in, everybody.
Sick
Party of
raid.
8. Welcome in, folks. You're raiding at a perfect time. We just got back from our halftime break. Real quick recap for everybody coming in. We are currently, let me zoom out here a little bit. There's this giant encampment filled with bugbears and goblins and skeletons and zombies. For those of you who did not see season 1 of our show, the very first story arc was about goblins and bugbear tribes specifically that were working for a modified Cambion, like a devil guy, who was like teaching them necromancy and stuff. They defeated them, ousted them from the southern peninsula of the continent that they're in. And we haven't seen them for an in-game year, just a little bit over a year. Currently the group is traveling north with a caravan on their own personal goal to find like this old ziggurat that has rumored to have knowledge about death knights and the undead and everything, which our paladin from season 1, who's currently not with our party because he is under a corruption disease. He is currently chained up in the vault back at our heroes guild hall.
He's kind of an asshole though, so it's okay.
So our heroes are trying to figure out how to kind of stem the corruption and save the party paladin, while he is chained up, and in case he like turns evil, he'll be in a place that he can't hurt anybody. So as they're like heading towards this ziggurat that is rumored to have information about the undead, they have come north. Let me drag us back to this map here. So they started in this town down here called Asari. Last episode they got to about where the little middle finger marker is right here. That is the symbol that they chose to represent themselves. And currently they are about here, at this little monster encampment icon on the map. Currently the story is that this is the remnants of the tribe that they ousted from the Black Reach. That's this peninsula right here with the giant skull on it where they fought the Cambion, and freed the native tribes of lizard folk and their ancestral hunting grounds. So now the goblins and bugbears are up here, and they're parlaying with them. Our kobold wizard knows goblin. This town is a destroyed human city that used to protect this bridge that's 30 miles long. It spans a giant trench that's like hundreds of feet deep, and these bugbears want to go to war with the hobgoblins that have stationed themselves in these ruins. The hobgoblins kind of control the bridge, and the bugbears want to control the bridge. And currently, Our kobold has convinced them that there is a human war band or something along those lines coming up the road, and that the humans are just going to overwhelm the bugbears with sheer numbers. The bugbear chieftain has told our kobold wizard that since he, in air quotes, killed a human, that was a ruse provided by our bard and the wizard working together, that he is now going to help them destroy the humans and then help the bugbears destroy the hobgoblins and help them take the bridge for themselves. So right before the break, Tail created a Galder's Tower down here in the bottom corner of the encampment. And that is where we are coming back in. There are goblins and bugbears, and the goblin bugbear chieftain are like basically really freaked out. Like they're amazed, but they're also kind of wary. Like, oh no, little tiny kobold man, he make big tower. We did not know you could do such magic. You will be an invaluable tool to help us kill Humes. We slaughter Humes, then you help us slaughter Hobbs, and then you get free pass over bridge for life.
There you go.
Problem solved.
All you can eat.
I've placed my house down. Can I go get my slaves now?
Ah, yes. You bring slave. Slave help us destroy Humes. Yeah, he says,
So,
if you need help, I will send some slave with you to get your slave. He says, Snirk, go with Kobold Boy. And this little this little goblin here, he's like, yes, Chief, good about go. I will go with Kobold Boy. Like walks around this tent over here, and he says, Blark, out of way. The Chief wants me to escort Kobold Boy. And Blark like steps away.
Question: while this is going down, can I do something?
Yeah, I mean, you were still kind of stealth behind the chieftain's longhouse here.
Charm the chieftain.
Is it has all the commotion in there stopped?
They're still kind of playing music and stuff. This is all going on while they're.
But I mean, is there anybody in the tent?
No, but there is like a bugbear guard like by the door, and a goblin slave and a couple of undead just hanging around.
That's fine. Can I use my dagger to kind of cut a hole, like just a slit in the back of this tent, large enough for me to slink in?
Yeah.
I wanna sneak in there and kind of take a peruse around.
Okay. So like I said, when Tail went in there, bearskin rugs. There's a throne made of bones, with like a bear pelt cushion on the for comfort when seating. There's a big round wooden table with slightly charred, got nicks cut out of it. There's an axe just chunked into it, much like a hatchet in a stump that you'd be cutting wood. Just kind of like sticking out of it at a 45-degree angle. And there's just like a couple of like stools and mismatched chairs around it, kind of like, for eating or like a meeting spot for like the chieftains, like higher up, like right here.
I don't perceive anything that might be valuable or
No, not really. No. There's no like chest. There's like maybe like a ceremonial not the ceremonial mace morning star thing. But those like I described those like meter long, like yard long kind of rods that they had with like skulls and like bits of metal that they were shaking as like cymbal, like tambourine shakers.
Mhm.
There's something that kind of looks like that. That's sitting like on the seat of his throne.
Okay.
That's about it though. There's some papers on the table, like some parchments and things, but no like no treasures.
Well,
that
that's no
You
fun.
would define them as anyway.
This is stupid then. I'm taking out a flask of alchemist fire. And I'm gonna catch the tin on fire as I sneak out of it.
My goodness.
I love the way you think, sir. This is awesome.
All right, roll another stealth check.
See, as you just drawn attention to yourself. Not bad though.
15. Let me make a couple of rolls here. Interesting. Okay. So the tent or the longhouse that catches on fire. Give me a second here. Areas of effect. So the longhouse is catching on fire.
I'm gonna step over here.
It's about right. And you kind of sneak out through the back. As this bugbear right over here sees you sneaking out of the tent.
Wow.
Yeah, he got an 18 on his perception check.
Wow.
You know, there's a lot of people around here. I rolled 6 checks. I got a 5, another 5, a 7, a 12, an 18, and a 16.
Okay.
So, yeah. You're seen by this one bugbear who just shouts, "Hume!" and points directly at you. Now you are on a rise. This is you're kind of on the rocky like edge of it right now. You're about 15 feet up. These are like little saplings, so like the people can kind of see you over the trees. You're just standing there by this longhouse that's burning down right now.
Well, guys, it was a good run.
Yeah, that was good. Proud of you. Golf clapping.
We're gonna put the turn order on the map. Everybody else, you can put yourselves in the Galder's Tower. As this is happening when Tail is like bringing you guys as his slaves in air quotes. This is bringing you in as his slaves to the tower.
You guys are gonna have to fight me, so you don't give up your.
Yeah. But when you guys are ready, feel free to roll for initiatives. I
don't even know what to do. Like, I was formulating this great escape plan, and then all of a sudden, oh shit, combat.
Rowan just catches the tin on fire. I haven't done anything really wild in a little while, so I thought.
No, it's 100% on brand. It was just one of those. Oh shit, what now?
Do you have any more pasta sauce?
I have infinite pasta sauce and pesto.
Well, then we can just fake kill him again, drag him in.
It's like if you want to send the results, you have to like turn.
You have to click on
no valid token. I'm on the goddamn board. I've been moving this whole time. How's this thing I'm
You
not?
may have to make sure the bubbles and stuff are showing when you're actually clicking on your character.
They did show.
Well, somebody has
It's always
negative
best to
initiative.
Click on your token once before running initiative too.
Why is Quothe right next to me?
I was stealthing, and then I decided to warm
Oh,
my
and then you
cheeks by
popped
the
up over there.
fire.
Okay, the
Stealthing
Chaos Brothers.
next to me this whole time.
If there's fire, my cheeks are warming it.
Okay,
Or
I
vice
just
versa.
wanted you guys to know.
You watch me sneak in and then catch the tin on fire.
I just wanted you guys to know that I had prepared a keg of black powder, and this would have been a great opportunity to just blow them up.
I don't think the DM knew either. I don't think the DM knew that you had just been watching me do this.
Hey,
just chilling up there, like, yeah, this is happening.
You did a thing.
you make your own beds.
Well, the question is, do you guys feel like I should just fry all these guys that are in a nice clean line?
I mean,
The
that
question
is
is,
a
can we-
question that only Azurhar and Reshi could answer because they're the only ones nearby for you to ask.
Does this tower have a top to it? Like,
Yeah, so the bottom floor is an empty room. The top floor is an observatory.
like, but meaning, like, can you go to the top and, shoot down from it?
Fly
In
off.
Does
theory,
it have
yeah.
like a roof that you can like stand on? I think is what he's saying.
Yeah, yeah. that's what I'm thinking.
I don't know for sure. I'm going to have to read the spell description to make sure I'm not, like, screwing that way up. An observatory with a telescope and maps of the night sky.
That's a no.
So I think that's kind of a fair, whatever you want it to be, right? Because I'm thinking like the dome top with the big slit that the telescope's sticking out of, but
Yeah, that's what an observatory looks like.
yeah. So then, yeah, there's somewhere you could shoot out of.
Yeah, there would be like the slit that you could like shoot out of, but you don't get like a full 360.
Yeah, no, it's-
coverage.
Would the slit be enough for a person to go out of and stand on the dome?
Yeah.
And then they can get a clear line of sight to.
So it's just a regular wooden door. As long as somebody blocks the door down here, we're basically in a stone tube.
Well, what I thought is basically because to use the Helm of Brilliance is I can create a wall of fire here.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. That Helm of Brilliance
Block-
is gnarly.
Block off that, and then I can shoot fireballs from it all. I can everybody here. So it has 150-foot range, so I can pretty much hit every group from it, from the top of the tower.
Well, are we all on this tracker? It looks like Jeannie, you're still not here.
Can you? Can I have my initiative that it didn't give me?
Smaller.
The 22. That's a pretty clean.
Yeah, that's why I want it. I mean, I rolled it.
What they rolled a 2.13. She rolled what I rolled last week. I think.
Because I feel like I kind of need it in this situation because I fucked up.
yeah, take what you can get.
All right, we'll put the roof on there. That way, when you guys climb out onto the roof, it'll look more cinematic. Where are you? Are you on? Not even on the thing. Second. Add turn. And then 22. What you had?
Yeah, 22.
Descending order.
I rolled
looks
again,
like-
so it would like apply me to the board.
It looks like you go first.
Yay!
Run!
Firemen carry me out of there.
We-
So, yeah, you've set a 10 on fire, Bugbears have alerted you. Everybody is like, oh shit, there's now 2 Humes who've gotten in here.
He was just standing there the whole time, and my actions have just revealed it.
Yep.
He was
Basically, yeah.
literally just standing there the whole time.
You know, Quothe is really embodying that whole "if you're gonna be dumb, you got to be strong" mentality.
All right, so the very first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to jump up on Quothe's back.
Oh my, it's time.
And I'm going to activate the wand of grease.
Oh no!
Let's not get too close to the
Had to
fire.
read this one.
Are we shutting
Oh,
off the
this
fire
is
here?
terrible.
It's gonna turn into Burning Man instead of Sexual
No,
Voltron.
we got this. We got this. We got this. We got this.
Okay. So move action to climb up on his back. Action to cover yourselves in grease. Bonus action before we move on to Reshi's turn.
I don't know. Should I do? Let me use. Let me give. Let me give.
You also
Bardic.
have that wisdom save to mind control someone for a turn. Stored from earlier when you did your.
We're
ghost
sitting on
story.
that. We're sitting on that.
All right. Just reminding you that you have it.
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
give
yeah.
Bardic to Kvothe.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
remember-
K money.
When Genie Bruh gives you Bardic Inspiration, it's actually a D8, not a D6 that you. Same kind of rules apply, but it's a bigger dice coming.
So while Quothe is standing there and I'm climbing up him, I'm yelling at the top of my lungs.
Initialize! Sexual Voltron!
Oh boy. Boy.
There's a lot of guys here, man. If we're gonna do it, we need to do it now.
Yeah,
This is like when the Power Rangers can't fight the thing because it's gotten out of hand, and they
Yeah.
have to bust out the Megazord.
Right?
That's what's up.
Yeah, but
that's
normally the
this.
Power Rangers don't start the shit that they need the fucking thing for.
Look, man, look.
It's true. They also don't usually do that when it's just a horde of putties.
Well, this is a lot of them, though, right?
This is a good opportunity for Reshi to find out that she can make Goblin Mist.
Yeah, out of like 5 of them,
Look, this will work.
That'll
not
be
45 of them.
You'll be fine. Reshi, it's your turn.
By the way, I have nothing to do right now because literally, I have to
Oh.
crawl down off of the roof.
Do you? Well, no, we're inside.
Yeah, you're technically still inside. I mean,
Yeah.
you could
Do you
just leave through the front door if you wanted, which is by this single goblin and bugbear
Yeah.
down here.
Also, they don't find you hostile yet. They think you're my slaves.
That's also true. Yeah, they are not hostile to you. They're like, oh shit, there are 2 guys who somehow got into our camp. And
Caught it
are
on fire
burning down
and then
the
covered each
chieftain's
other
tent.
in grease.
Okay,
Do you
so
also have any ranged attacks?
I have
Reshi?
no range.
I
Mm-mm.
will say, just because this was part of my plan, as that thing is burning and like bits of it are starting to like fly off into the sky, because its heat rises or whatever. Genie, bro, you do see Rowan and Quotha. You see like a piece of like parchment that kind of like flits in front of you. Looks to have been their battle plans, but it's like burning up in front of you. So that's maybe good. maybe bad. I don't know. You
I
don't.
asked if there was anything interesting in there. Battle plans would have been a great thing for me to grab.
You asked if there was treasure, and I said there was papers on the table.
I didn't say treasure. I said anything
No.
of value.
Roll
That
it
is
back.
Absolutely
Roll it
a
back. You
value
said-
proposition.
You roll it back. I'm pretty sure you said treasure.
It's okay. I imagine this battle plan is like a 6-year-old with a crayon on a napkin.
Mhm,
So I don't think it'll be that hard to
Yeah.
figure out.
Okay.
Out
all
of
right.
character knowledge, it was just like a crayon drawing of a human tower with the word Hobbs next to it, and then a skull,
Okay, all right, good.
and then an arrow pointing from their camp to the other camp.
Okay. All right. Okay. We're good. We're good.
And
Then.
I have another question. Since we're in the tower, would we know how to react to this? I mean, would we think it was Genie? Would we know? Like, we obviously hear the bunker scream
Make
out.
because they're kind of like on the opposite side of that tent with like fire and stuff in the way.
You're saying they can't see us glistening from halfway across the camp?
roll.
We'll know that you did that, though.
roll a
How do we know you
perception
did it?
Yeah, you have to roll a
Glisten-
perception check.
glistening,
We did hear things sexual
glistening in the
roles really loud.
flames.
And if we're in his tower, who I don't know. I want to know how I'm supposed to react to it. Like, oh yeah,
Azhar.
I know that.
Roll a perception check. 19. Yeah.
Most
so
people just
you,
react with a heavy sigh when I do things.
Right. So as you climb up to the top of the tower there, you can indeed see over the flames and see Rowan and Quothe stacked upon each other, covered in grease, standing dangerously close to a giant fire.
All right. Well,
make
then-
of that what you want, but
Did we
Well,
also
I just-
hear the initialized sexual Voltron?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought he shouted that out. pretty
yeah, with a
loud.
perception check of
checks.
19, with a perception of 19, Azhar definitely heard it.
Okay, well then that's going to determine what I want, because I want to say, to help maybe Reshi, I would say Azhar would yell to her, then guard the door to the tower. So either you can go out the door and start killing guys, or just guard it, something like that to protect. Because me and Tail can attack this group from the roof.
Okay.
If that's what Tail wants to come up there with me. Assuming he.
I have no idea what I'm doing yet. I'll know when the chieftain moves. And he goes right before me, so we'll go from there.
So Reshi, what you doing?
I'm doing nothing right now. I'm holding because I want to see what happens.
Alrighty. In that case, the chieftain shouts out, "Clark, Blorg, Flarg, get all of your brothers. We must defend our campment from the dirty Humes." He's gonna run. Let me just see. 30-foot move.
Where's he located at?
The chieftain is right here.
Can we hear him? Can me and Quoth hear him?
Make a perception check.
Oh god, there are so many spells I wish I had prepared for this event. Just don't have them.
Rolled a 8.
An 8? No, you do not hear that.
Okay. All right.
But he is going to run over there. Basically, for those of you stream, chieftain is now here. So we're going to be running around that way. But he dashed in order to do that. Let me just double check.
I have a question of logistics.
Yes.
If I cast Enlarge on sexual Voltron, does it increase both their size as long as they continue to act as a unit?
Um, sure. Why not?
Okay,
Rule of
Just,
rule. Why not?
just looking at my options. That's all.
Oh, fucking hell. All right. Well, Tail, that's you, buddy.
Are any of them looking at the tower?
I mean, not in a hostile way. Some of them are looking at the tower more anticipatorily, and like, this guy just murdered a spicy human. Maybe he will do it again.
Maybe he will do it again.
Truth.
Yes, the spicy human is what they really wanted to know about. This spicy humans. Okay, so well, I'm in range to do that. So the question is, I think that's right.
What? Trying.
I'm going to cast Fireball.
Uh-oh.
Oh my.
Boy.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Because you said they're not looking at me, right?
Yeah. So yeah, is it a 20-foot sphere or is it a 20-foot radius sphere? I can never remember.
I need to look. I wasn't really that prepared to cast this spell. I just had it because I like the
It's
spell.
a 20-foot radius sphere centered on
Yeah.
that point.
All right,
So that's a 40-foot in diameter sphere.
yeah. 10.
My goal is to make it look like it's coming from the tent. Even if I get less, I want it to be coming from the tent and get, yeah, right there. Almost like the tent exploded.
Yeah. And if you put it there, let me just see. Yeah. If those are the max number of guys that you can get with it. Be right
Oh
there.
god, I hope this works.
That's a lot of guys. It's like 6 deuterinos in there. So it's dexterity saves, right? DC 15. Ooh, 30. All right. Let's start with the one zombie that's in there. All right, one zombie. He rolls a 4. So he fails. And is dropped to 0. But it is not radiant. He only takes his fire damage. So his Constitution DC of 5 plus the damage taken. He must roll a Constitution save and beat a 27. Which I don't know why we're on disadvantage. Could have been on normal. 22 is still not 27 though. So the zombie dies. Let's go to the skeletons now, working our way up my little stack of character sheets on my DM screen. 2 skeletons. First one 19, second one's a 6. The one who is fucking dead, and even the one who passed dead. They don't have that many hit points. Oh my gosh. Okay, goblin. There's one goblin in here. He rolls a 16, so he takes half of that, which is 15. And dies.
Jesus Christ.
And now the one bugbear who was guarding the front entrance, he rolls a 14. He fails and dies. And the bugbear chieftain, who's in basically the middle of that blast, he's got to roll a dexterity saving throw. He gets a 10. He fails. He does not die, but he does take fucking 30 fucking damage.
Woo!
Is royally fucked here. He's not quite at half HP, but that was such just a massive chunk. I'm gonna put that red dot on him. He's fucked up. He is.
How many more fireballs do you got?
He is roasty toasty, as they say.
I believe I've got 3 more, but I'm going to shout at the top of my lungs in Goblin, save the chief.
You.
Wow.
I got.
I'm trying to stealthily do this, guys. It's the kobold way. Be sneaky about it.
I only can cast 14 more fireballs, so don't worry.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah.
Just fireball from here.
Right.
Just start a mild forest fire. It'll be fine.
I'm moving the dead into the top corner. I'm not really keeping a track of experience points anymore. There are points at which I'm going to tell you guys when you can level up, but yeah, this is
That went way better than I could have
wanna-
hoped for.
I
I'll
just
be
wanna
honest with
know.
you.
So yeah, the explosion just happens instantaneously, so that big ball of fire is gone. The tent is still on fire though. There's no like concussive force to a fireball, right? It's just fire.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It just kind of, looked like an explosion right next
Yeah.
to the fiery tent.
Yeah. In the hecticness of this, you've already kind of proven, in air quotes, your loyalty to this group. I'm not gonna make you roll a persuasion check. They all are just like, "Oh fuck, big fireball, protect the chief," kind of thing. Bonus action or move or anything like that. I don't know.
No, dude, that's phenomenal. I can't believe that happened. Excuse me while I go get a drink to celebrate.
We've got 2 skeletons here. They're gonna kind of step around like that. They've got bows and arrows. Okay. How far is the question? Is what are the skeletons?
They're 60 to 80 feet on their short bows, I think.
Cool. Yep. Oh, range is 80, 320. That's nice.
Oh, 320. Okay.
Well, that one can't see, so it's gonna have to move up like here, probably. So these guys would have to just 10 that guy. I'm just gonna do half of the skeletons at a time because it seems more fair. I don't know. Maybe I should put more skeletons on the initiative and more zombies. I don't know. Should I split them up or should I just do them all at once?
Split them.
You.
Send it.
For the love of God, split them.
So I heard Quothe, who's going to be taking damage, say send it.
Bring it on.
I have a human shield.
You know, most of these skeletons are actually like within range. That guy's gonna have to. I mean, he's within range, but he's gonna have to be able to see you. See you. Well, that guy's gonna have to like dash to be able to see you. So he's there. Can you see from? Okay, so those two are gonna would have to move.
Arrows have disadvantage on grease anyway.
That's not.
I looked it up, Jeff. It's true.
Nope, it's not. Not in this world, it isn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I will if this. So what is what's your AC, Genie, bro?
15.
And what is your armor class there, both A?
17.
All right, so I'll attack you as a shared health pool at an AC of 16 because that's right in the middle. For sexual Voltron. Going to just to save my clicks, I'm gonna roll this at advantage just to get 2 numbers out of it, and then we'll just take both results. So with 12 arrows getting shot at you, I have to roll this 6 times. 3, 4, 5, 8, 6. All right, so it looks like the 23 and 22, the 18 will hit. So that's 3 hits. The 20, the 17 also hit. Okay. So we gotta have.
Do we take half damage or less damage from?
So yeah, I'm gonna total the damage, and then you'll each take half of it. As they're just peppering you with arrows. So 23, 22, 18 hits, 12, 9, 5 missed, 20 hits, 17 hits, 12 misses, 16 hits, 18 hits. That is 5, 10, 13, 20, 27, 33, 36 divided by 2. Each of you take 18 damage from arrows peppering in.
Can I use what's called for us, Stone's Endurance?
If that's a reaction. Yeah, when you take damage, you can use your reaction to roll a d12. Add your Constitution modifier to the number roll. Reduce the. Use it again until you finish a short or long rest. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, roll that d12 and add your Constitution modifier. D12, so 4 plus your Con modifier, which is
3, so 7.
So 7. So you reduce that 18. You reduce that to 11 piercing damage.
Does that work for Rowan also?
That does not work for Rowan.
Is there one body, one mind, apparently?
Nope. That just affects
I
the
get to
lower
keep.
half.
I get to keep my damage.
That only
still
affects the
hoarded
lower
away.
half.
That's okay.
Basically, Stone's Endurance, Sexual Voltron just clenched its cheeks, and the lower half took a little less damage. Yeah, so skeletons kind of reposition themselves from their orders. Like this guy had to like dash to try to get around. This guy's dashing to kind of get around. But that's gonna bring us over to the bugbears. Guy's fucking dead. These guys gotta run around. Bugbear's actually kind of in a shitty position here. They're all gonna have to. We're gonna have to try and dash really to get up to these guys. So if while I'm moving bugbears, if Ajahar, if you want to start to like let me know what you want to start doing.
Okay. What should I do?
Fireball.
Probably try and kill stuff.
Yeah, I know, but it's like also I got many options. So many options.
To the north, there's a big old grouping of them.
Yeah, it's like I could do fireball to here. I can do fireball here, here. Or I can do like a wall of fire around them. does a 20-foot circle around them to help protect them. I don't know if that's a maneuver. I could fly and
Welcome to being a mage. You have too many choices and have to decide on one of them.
Yep. So how many is a 20-foot? Are you moving, guys?
Yeah, I have one
Yeah.
more that I have to move.
It's also going to determine like where, if I shoot a fireball, where the most damage will be.
All right.
Oh,
They are
man.
clustering up.
I have finished moving. Finished moving the people who have to move.
I don't want a fireball. I just want Reshi to go out there and start popping goblins left and right.
I don't feel like that's a safe move at this point.
I'm a support mage. Just because I have 2 damage spells doesn't mean it's my fucking forte. So I can even heal you now. I have all kinds of options. Trust me. If you go out there, you'll be fine.
I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling it. Kill a few more of them and then maybe.
When the wall appears, each creature within its area must. Okay, hold on a second.
You got to pick up the pace. We got 30 minutes left.
Yeah. On a field, creatures say it's 6 minutes or half as much as 38, 10 feet. Well, shit. I'll move over here. And I'll just put a fireball where does the most damage on the big leader dude also. So I guess, and whoever's around it, so it's 20 feet.
Yeah. But
There you go.
There?
Oh.
Yeah, let's get as many of them as possible. Can you go up a little bit more, maybe to catch this guy? No.
I mean, if I catch him, then you're not gonna hit those 2 guys.
Yeah, so it's better where it's at then. We had it at first, I guess. Okay, where's my fireball? Fireball. So, fireball.
That chieftain is just getting wrecked.
There you go.
Oh, great. His fireball does even more damage than mine.
Yes, but I have a lower DC save though.
It's also true.
Well,
by 1.
Alrighty. So let's zoom in here.
There's still some pretty good rolls.
Camera so you guys can see. Oops, why he knew if he was like there. Fucking alright. A skeleton this time. Gotta make a dex save. A 14. He saves. Takes half damage, but that's not, we already know that's not quite enough. So Skelly Boy dies. We've got a couple of bugbears here, 4 to be exact. I'll start from the north. The one.
Yeah, if you start from the north and just work your way down.
Yeah, 10, he fails. Guy kind of just south of the bugbear chief succeeds. The guy directly south of him also succeeds, and then the guy who's next to the skeleton also succeeds. So they take half of 30.
All but one takes half.
6.
18.
6 is 18. That guy, Deaderino. This guy takes 18. Totally fucked and burned and screaming in pain, as well as the other 2 are all totally fucked, burning, screaming in pain, melted their faces. Their fur is on fire. Genebra is starting to smell the same smells that he smells when the ghosts arrive. You know,
Oh,
burning
no.
flesh and hair.
Not like that.
Bugbear Chieftain 22. He critically hits that save, but I don't think that really matters on a saving throw. But he takes another 18 damage. He could not survive another hit like that. Just gonna throw that out there. Ajahar, bonus action, movement, anything like that?
For the rest of my movement, I'm going to. There. Alright, so that disappears once the fire, right?
Yeah, it just happens and then
Yeah,
disappears.
yeah.
It's quick.
Multitasking.
And
I
if
just
I
realized we
remember
like
correctly,
basically mortared this village so far.
you don't have to worry about opportunity attacks.
I'll fly down here.
You're immune to them.
Fly down there. Okay, what do you when you like land? Do you do anything special? Like what you?
Well, I could add flair to it if you want, but it's gonna require me to.
Splits, pirouettes.
I mean, I can
moonwalks
throw my
around.
shield.
I mean, you can feel like if you don't want to do it, if all you're doing is flying out, landing, and not saying or doing anything in particular, that's fine. I just wanted to know what you're doing.
Well,
Because
I
it
could
may
say
or may not
I-
determine how the goblinoids react to you doing this.
No,
That's all
I mean,
saying.
I'm not gonna do anything because if I would, if I did anything, I'd shoot more fire, like either use my shield or scorching ray or my breastplate or something like that. But
Sounds good. All right, Quothe.
I'm going
You are the
to.
legs of sexual Voltron.
You're moving us, bud.
Okay, I'm gonna move us to. Oh,
Cool. Make a
Okay,
dexterity
this-
saving throw.
Oh, jeez.
that's a
I need to
straight line.
make
I'm not
one?
even near it.
Yeah, I mean, there's fire on a tent that you're standing exactly next to, and you're covered in flammable liquids.
He's
Please
just
make a
been waiting
dexterity.
for this.
You're
Okay. Oh, thank God.
An 18. You barely make it across. 18 was the DC I had in mind. To see
Okay, roll
if
at
you would-
17.
to see if you would catch yourselves on fire because you're covered in grease next to fire.
That's how I be
you're
sometimes.
fucking lucky.
Okay, how far was that? That was 30 feet. Okay, I'm going to drop a shooting star right here. Actually, right here. That's 5. Wait, that's 5. I guess we'll put it right here.
Okay.
We're just going to do 1, and that's a 4d12. Actually, before I do that, what was my spell that you gave me again? I'm sorry.
From the hand.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. It's under. Isn't Quothe's hand like it? Yeah, the hand of Quothe.
It's not on there. I have it open, but I don't have the spell, the extra spell you gave me. I don't think.
Oh yeah, it was a 5th level spell. What did we say? Forget.
I don't remember. That's why I'm trying to think if it's of any use at the moment. Do you remember saying?
Yeah, it was something Singready suggested.
Helps if I unmute. I'm a retard. Yeah, it's Dance Macabre.
There you okay. So Dance Macabre.
And there are enough corpses around you to do that.
G-A-N-S-E.
Oh yes, I remember. Okay, so threads of dark power leap pierce of the five smaller medium corpses. Each corpse immediately stands up, becomes undead. You decide whether it's zombies.
So yeah, there would be corpses in and around where the chieftain is. There are exactly 5 of them.
Okay, let's do that. I don't have a way to cast it, so
just see. Cast range. Each corpse immediately stands up, becomes undead. You decide whether it's a zombie or a skeleton. Statistics for zombies. So do you want? So zombies are melee, and they have that ability to make a saving throw and stand up with 1 HP if they get knocked to 0. Skeletons are ranged. Zombies have an AC of 8, but 22 HP. Skeletons are 13. So they're a little bit
Okay.
more
Let's go with the skellies.
skeletons.
There wouldn't be much flesh left after a double bombardment of fireball.
You know, that's also true. So let's put some skeletons.
So I don't know if it'll come into play for you there, Chad, but this is a concentration spell. So if you fail your concentration check, they just fall into dust. So
Okay.
We're gonna put green on them so that we know the green ones are friendlies. As you do that. So that is, I believe, an action.
Yes, it is.
Any bonus actions? You're gonna rage. You're gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna rage, and I'm gonna use my. Can I use my action surge?
Yeah, you can.
Do I gotta use it as a? Well, I need to use my bonus action first, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me use my bonus action.
Yeah, because action surge gives you an extra bonus action if you have things to do bonus actions with, like back smack them with your.
how does Adrihar feel about seeing just a horde of skeletons animated in front of him?
I mean, he's not a paladin, so.
Doesn't matter.
He's cool. He's like, yeah, all right.
They're all gonna
7.
probably
Flowers
get
and vines
incinerated. But
Damn
temporarily
it.
grow around you until your rage ends. The ground within 15 feet of you is difficult terrain for your enemies.
I hope they're not flammable.
Oh god, they're gonna act like fuses on a powder keg, slowly burning closer to you.
Okay, so
that could be.
I'm gonna action surge, and I'm going to shoot the shooting star to this spot here,
Okay.
and let me see. I think it was 4d12, 4 charges, 1 spear, 4d12. Yes. Or where do you think I could get more than just 3? Is there any spot? There's so many people.
That you can see
Oh, within
currently.
a 15-foot cube originating from the point.
It's a
So,
15-foot cube? Okay.
Here, let me see. Do I have square?
I'm trying not to blow up my skellies.
Skeletons are probably gonna get blown up.
The better question is the spell you're trying to cast a concentration spell?
No. Wait, yes it is.
Are you sure you want to do that? Because your skeletons will just immediately disappear if you do.
I'm not 100% sure it's a concentration spell. I'm checking.
What spell are you trying to cast?
Ball
Is it a
lightning.
3x3?
I think it is.
Oh,
Might be a
lightning.
little bit.
It doesn't say it is on the thing.
Yeah, you could hit those.
Shooting stars. Is that it? No, it's ball lightning. Yeah.
Put it over the chin. Hit your own guys.
So can we hit these guys here? This looks like a clean 15-foot area, and I'd get 4.
You get those 3.
Get those 3.
Or
Okay.
those
Let's
3,
just stick with that.
or those.
Give me as many skeletons as I can hit with it. In that area. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that would be a bugbear and 2 skeletons. This would be a
Perfect.
skeleton and 2 skeletons and a zombie.
Let's go for the bugbear and the 2 skellies.
All right.
Yeah, and I don't see that's concentration on here. There is an option, I think, for concentration, but it's not that one.
Okay.
I think it's the dancing lights that's concentration.
Probably.
Or the fairy fire.
15 dex save. Skelly 1. Oh, sorry, that's still on advantage. That should have been a 5. 16 he will pass. And then is it Bugbar? For the 15 is 7, so he also passes. What's the damage? What on that? Shooting star. So 26.
How many spheres did you do? Just one?
I just did 1.
Yeah, just the one.
No, 1 sphere is 4d12.
Yep.
Yeah. Even if they take, well, you rolled pretty poorly on that last.
I did.
I'm pretty sure that's just instantaneous. 46. One of the skeletons. He gonna die because don't have that many HP. Shooting stars taking 5.
Man, it'd be great if I had a cursed evil book that allowed me to cast chain lightning right now.
We did ball lightning, I think. It's ball lightning, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were doing the bottom thing.
Nope, the 3 charges or something like that.
There's 2 charges.
All in it,
3
2 charges.
foot spheres of lightning. Powerful. Okay, 5 feet.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Failed
So
save,
yeah, it'd
creature
just be those
takes
3 still.
base. All right, so if you did ball lightning, that's the only thing that happens. The ones who save don't have any effect.
Gotcha.
Could be worse.
So the 1 to 3 charges for every.
Wait, no,
charge.
they take 1 damage on a failed save.
On a failed save, the creature takes lightning damage based on the number of spheres you created. 4 spheres is
created 1.
2d4, 3 spheres is 2d6, 2 spheres
I
is
gotcha,
5d4, 1 sphere is 4d12. So if you look at the bottom thing, it says 1 to 3 charges, blah 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 blah, dexterity saving throw, taking 5d4 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful save. The ball lightning doesn't have that half as much, so it's either all or nothing.
Yeah.
You did kill a skeleton.
That's my
Yeah,
second
that's-
action.
that's
Then I have a
fine.
bonus
Action
action.
surge.
Can I reactivate rage?
You don't need to reactivate rage. That's your
Well,
rage is
can I
still going.
dismiss it and reactivate it?
Oh yeah, if you want to, sure.
I do.
It says as a bonus action, you can move the sphere.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to.
Oh, well, it can cause more.
Well, I mean, it's gone now.
Doesn't it? Yeah, it disappears when you discharge it. Right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, why
So I
would
can
you
use
have
it as a light source and move them around, and then when I choose, I can pop them, or I just pop them. I don't know. That's how we've done it so far.
It's kind of a weird spell.
4 this time. Bolt of lightning shoots from your chest. Another creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet. If you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of your next turn. Until your rage ends, you can use this effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action.
Okay, let's throw it at the goblin later.
Alrighty. Constitution saving throw. What's your C?
Hold
8
on.
plus your proficiency plus your Constitution bonus, I think.
8. What? Okay, so my Constitution's saving bonus is 3. I mean, my bonus is 3.
So 6 plus 8 is 14. Goblin. Bugbear Chief. Gonna make save and throw Constitution, I believe, right?
Yes.
And he fails. He takes 2 damage.
And he's blinded.
And he is blinded. This light bolt. Because you just blinded him with the light. I believe that is your turn. That is gonna go to Les Zombies.
Two of them apparently are still asleep.
Yep, two of them are asleep. I don't know how long the sleep lasts, but
Do my skellies follow my action?
You have to use a bonus action to command them, otherwise they just defend
Ooh,
themselves.
didn't know that. Okay.
And you don't you don't give them commands like attack James or anything like that. You have to give them general commands like guard this door or prevent people from coming down here.
I gotcha. I passed 2 bonus actions. I just didn't know if they took a turn on any of those.
actually,
Did that zombie pass me, by the way?
no, they would have gone. Well, sure, why not?
I just saw the line real quick. I was like, wait a minute.
Free to make.
With 16 points of damage. 4 fire.
But no one's keeping track. It's okay.
No.
16. Fuck up that zombie. Genie, bro, how about you go ahead and start telling me what you want to do on your turn. The rest of these zombies are not gonna really get close to do anything on this turn. They're all dashing around, making moves, as they say.
Let's see here. I'm looking at what I want to do here.
The goblins on the turn. I feel like I missed the goblins turn.
I think you did, actually. I don't see him on the turn order. I just realized there was a different icon.
I
But
am going
goblins
to
are stupid and
cast.
slow, so.
I'm gonna cast a big ass cloud of daggers.
I dig that. That's a good way to go.
All up in here. All up in here. This little area right here. Right in there.
Where was that again?
Hold on. Let me do something real quick. It's a cube, 5 feet on each side.
About where are you placing it? That's enough to like hit one person.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about like right
Well, 5 feet on each side is one square. So
Yeah.
I guess you could place it in on like the nexus of a square and hit like up to 4 people.
Yeah.
I mean, he could
Don't
put
hit
it
my
like
green guys.
he could put it like right here, and he hit these two. Okay. Or put it right here and
I was gonna put it right. Yeah, I was gonna put it right here. It should hit everything here, right?
yeah, right there, yeah. This is
Well, if you place it right on the green skeleton that Quothe is controlling, it will only hit Quothe because it's a 2.5 foot radius. It only goes out. It's a 5 foot cube, right? If you
It's
place
5 foot cube on each. No, it's 5 foot on each side.
Yeah, that means if you were to take the free hand, it'd be 5 foot like this, 5 foot like this, 5 foot like this, 5 foot like this.
A cube 5 feet on each side, centered on a point you choose within range.
Yeah, but you could.
It's only
you could
one?
center that. Yeah, it's one square, but you could center it like on the nexus of like on the middle, like on a cross of the grid, so that you could hit like 3 people.
Well, then let's do that then.
Yeah, it's not a very big. It's not very
Well, that's no fun. I was thinking it was larger than that.
big. No,
It's still a fucking dope spell.
because isn't Cloud of Daggers? It stays there too.
It does stay there, yes. So if anybody wants to come up here to fight with us,
It
would be a
I'm gonna
bad look
enjoy
for
my
me.
stealth wizard roll here because that's very rare.
is it like a what's the spell say? Like as far as damage and like, do I have to make a save?
There's
or
no
something?
save. You just take straight damage.
Is it at the
It's
start of
yeah,
their
anything
turn or
that
something?
carry yeah. The creature
Says a
takes
cube 5 feet
4d4
on
slashing
each
damage
side.
when it enters the spell area for the first time on a turn,
Right.
or if it starts its turn there.
Or if it starts. So yeah, a 5-foot cube is just one square. It's like a 20-foot cube is 4 by 4. So 5-foot square.
Okay.
Is
That's
1 by
totally fine. So we're putting it right here.
I'm just moving skellies or zombies still.
There's a lot of
Hey,
them.
that one gets there. You'll hit some more guys.
And it was 10 slashing, and then I did it at level
So the
4.
They just take it if they start there or move it. Okay.
So it was another 10.
20 slashing.
20 slashing, yeah.
On that guy, he's not quite dead yet. The other ones will take that when I start. Oh, well, I guess that guy technically wouldn't take that damage yet because he would have moved there before he took your. But still, he's gonna take it when he starts his turn. There, so I'll just leave that. Bonus action.
Let's see here. I guess I'm going to use healing word on myself since I took a nice little chunk there a little earlier.
Cool. Reshi.
I'm moving out and doing stuff.
Moving on, doing stuff. You're down there. In the tower.
You can hop out the window. It's only a 10-foot drop.
You could drop out the window even if it
I thought I was at the door though.
She has slow
I was
fall.
guarding the door.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right, I'm gonna 20-foot cone these dudes, and I'm going to Breath of the Dragon.
Snazzy. You know, if you were to stand one square back, you could hit the skeleton too.
All right, yeah. That's good.
Thank you, Jeff. That's awesome.
No,
Normally
thank you
you'd
for
be
that, really.
like, you know
I
what?
tried to measure, but I'm glad you were. I knew you would probably help me on that one. So yes, maths is my strong suit.
Listen,
Gonna
there's
do this.
Lots of guys, and I like the slaughter, whether it's me or you. I just
No, it works. It's a
love
loving relationship. I like it.
I love the destruction.
They're
So I'm
tired
going
of
to I'm gonna acid hit all of them.
Ooh, acid. Like that. Birth of the Dragon. Your thing. What's the DC?
I think it's a 6, isn't it? I thought we went through this last time. I thought it was a DC 6.
Oh god, no, it would be way higher than that.
Equal
It's
to
8.
2 rolls of your martial arts die on a 5th. So
but
So I just hit unarmed strike twice, and that would be the damage.
Yeah, your key save DC is so your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency plus 8. So it'd be at least 11. What's your wisdom modifier? This is the
3.
3. Okay, so 14.
pretty
one
good save.
skeleton, a bugbear, and 2 zambarinos. And that is a well, it's acid, so it's dexterity save. Zombie fails. Other zombie fails. Skeleton up there. Skeleton's cool.
Oof.
Bugbear, not so much. All right. So 2 rolls of your martial arts die. Just like hit your like unarmed strike and then just roll the damage twice for me. 10, 16 damaggio.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, you fucking melt that skeleton.
Woo!
You're like turning these zombies into skeletons as you're like melting their flesh with
I like it.
acid. 16 that, and then bugbear. Yeah, oh god. Bugbear is just, it's grotesque. Like, it's one thing to see the flesh melting off of a off of like an undead creature, right? It's like completely different to see the flesh melting off of like a living creature that can feel pain as this thing's just like screaming and it's like boils just like rising out of his flesh and like popping and like just liquids of blood. It's like the looking at the Ark of the Covenant in Indiana Jones movies. He's just like melting. It's horrifying. It also does not smell good.
Oh, I thought
Yummy.
it smelled delicious.
I mean, you are a kobold, so maybe. I'm thinking it probably smells very putrid, like a popped, bloated raccoon on the road in summer.
Oh god, Jeff.
Gross. Gross.
So that's a movement and an
That's
action. I don't know if you have
foul.
any hey, you know,
Can I
that's what
key
they
and
call my name.
can I key and step of the wind and then do another action?
You can't do another action. But you can
The flurry,
key-
I mean.
No, so the flurry of blows
Okay.
is you have to take the attack action.
Gotcha, gotcha,
it's- yeah. That's weird. So the attack action is like its own thing, and that's like punching, slashing, shoot with a sword, shooting with a bow, that kind of thing.
Fair enough. Okay,
The
that's
Dragon's
fine.
Breath
That's my
is
turn.
its own action. I mean, you can Step of the Wind though as a bonus action with a key point, and you could like fly up to the hill and with Genie and Chad if you wanted to. Otherwise,
I'm gonna
you can
stick
just
here
stay
because
there.
I think I can get some damage done down here. It's fine.
All right, cool. Bugbear Chief is like war cry. He's running up the hill. You guys kind of covered in grease, running around the fire. Rowan, swirl of magic in the air, summons a bunch of spinning blades and daggers as the Bugbear Chieftain is like right in its path. He just gets fucking cut to ribbons. Like, I'm talking like cartoon style fucking, like, if you put him through, you know, like those cold cut slicers at the grocery store.
Oh,
He's just
no.
slices of Bugbear Chieftain as he like runs through the blades. He like ends up moving to like this square, and he like looks down and he's like, huh, what you do? As he like, a slice of his head falls to the left, one slides off to the right, like the slice with his eyes like fall forward. He just topples like someone smacking a deck of cards. He just like these thin slices of Goblin Chieftain just spreading out onto the ground in front of you. He did not have enough HP to survive that 20 going into the that's just damage that happens when you start your turn. Yeah, dude, nope. Not surviving that. Let's take him off the turn order.
That's how it goes. Sorry about your bad luck, bud.
I'm now really sad that the
How's that Yum tasting now?
I'm now really sad that the goblins didn't get a chance to go in their first round. But seeing the goblin chieftain just slaughtered the fucking goblins, they're like, get the fuck out of here. They're like, one of them's like, it's a fucking ghost, I think. Didn't he explode? Didn't Marge fucking like eat that guy's blood? And then like, so the little goblins, they fuck off. They're like, nope, not having it. They just run the fuck away because their leader's gone. They're more in it for like themselves. They don't have like a bloodlust, or anything like that. The bugbears. Let me just see here. There's like 2 uninjured, or maybe 3 uninjured bugbears at this point. You guys are not gonna have any troubles cleaning them up. I see as we're heading towards the end of our stream here. Yeah, with the chieftain dead and a bunch of bugbears injured, they're not without leadership. Even bugbears who love to fight and stuff, they're survival first, right? So like with the injured ones and now like the ones that are like left who are still fully like healthy, like they see they are not only like outnumbered by your group but definitely outmatched by your group. The only things that you guys are gonna have to actually deal with are the undead. But that's not a fight worth fighting on screen. Like, that's not something that you guys are going to have any issues with cleaning up. So as the goblins scatter to live another day and try and maybe regroup even further north, who knows what's gonna happen as this small warband of goblins and bugbears dwindle further and further every time that they come across your group. We will say, through critical hits and critical fails, these are the Osrynn Tales. Thanks for playing, everybody. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let us go. I forgot to do it again. God damn it. I set up this freaking fight scene. I forgot to switch over to it. So I'm going to switch over to it as we go around the table and ask people what they want to... What are you doing this week, Rachel? Is podcast coming back anytime soon?
Podcast is over for now.
Oh, no!
I know, sad story, but so basically I might stream randomly with my kiddos. Chad's playing a scary game. We might stream together on his channel, but other than that, I'm just kind of chilling, kind of hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, I'm really mad that look at the fire, you guys. This is a cool scene. I need to remember to do this for fights. I worked really hard on. I know, it was perfect. Production and running a game is hard. Sangretti, what's up this week?
So this upcoming Monday, we have another speakeasy for everybody, where we'll be showing a movie and there'll be a cocktail. Our movie is going to be The Last Dragon. It's a kind of a comedy kung fu movie. And our drink will be the Glow, which, funnily enough, is glow in the dark. So
that sounds fun.
Cool. Very cool. And Ginebra, what do we got going on this week?
We'll do some talk show stuff on my stream. I've got some interview stuff I got to do for the new Patreon podcast, and hopefully get some more content together coming up here pretty soon.
Heck yeah, dude. I was looking at your YouTube channel. I heard Bane called in. I was away from my keyboard at that point.
He did.
I was pooping when that happened, so I'm glad you're putting them up on YouTube, so I get to see that stuff. Chad, what are you doing this week?
Same old stuff. Siege, maybe some indie games. Might venture back into Everspace 2. I've played about 10 to 12 hours of it. It's in early access, but it's a ton of fun. Or maybe me and my wife will do medium on stream, which is kind of an interesting game. It's kind of
It's kind of slow right now.
Yeah, it has some-
like psychics and stuff.
yeah, it's called the Medium. It's made by the Bloober team who made Layers of Fear, Soma. There's another game that's a cyberpunk one that they made that's really good. Can't remember the name of it.
Observer, I think.
Shadowrun.
It's good.
What is it?
I might be Observer.
Yes,
Yes.
Observer. Another amazing game they just redid, remastered.
I haven't heard of any of those things. Yeah. We'll say hello, Joba. Sorry you had some issues today and couldn't be here the first half of our game, but we're glad you made it back for the fight at least, so I didn't have to run your character. Anything you want to let the people know about?
Not that much going on.
Very good. For me, guys, Monday we're gonna be working on some more sci-fi artwork for our next season break. I've got so much stuff. I gotta do scenes. Like we're not doing maps for the Spaceship Zero stuff that we're gonna do after season 2 of this show. But I am gonna have like scenes and stuff to show, like artwork, just kind of like it's all gonna be theater of the mind, and I'm gonna do like scenes from the world. So I have so much art to do, so I'm working on that now, so I don't get overwhelmed with it like in the weeks leading up to the actual game. Even though that's months off, I'm not planning to do that until summer. But Mondays and Thursdays, I'm doing the pulp sci-fi kind of 50s style sci-fi stuff for the Spaceship Zero thing. So if you want to kind of have an influence in that, we just did a spaceship this last week. We drew the Spaceship Zero this past week. So I'm doing that on Mondays and Thursdays. And then on Tuesdays and Fridays on the art stream side of things, I'm just doing random, like, shape drawings, characters, things like that, just random stuff. But also this week on Thursday, I believe we are going to be on Dragons in the Dining Room for our next adventure of Allhaven. You can find the link popping up in the chat for all of the Heroes Approved people, but go follow Dragons in the Dining Room so that you can follow us for the Allhaven thing on Thursday. I believe that is 9:30 or 10 o'clock Eastern for our start time. And then Friday, this coming week, speaking of podcasts, Jeannie and I are both starting podcasts at the same time. This Friday, you can expect...
I will destroy your podcast.
You can head over right now to anchor.fm/thoughtballoons. Whoops, I need to add another L to that. I don't even know how to spell my own podcast name. Spelling is hard, you guys. Here's a second.
You will destroy your own podcast.
So yeah, go to Thought Balloons right now. There's one episode up. It is just me talking about myself and kind of laying the groundwork for the podcast. It is a podcast where I interview passionate people about their passions and why they are passionate about those things. So I kind of give you guys a little insight in the first episode as to why I'm an artist and why I do the things that I do. On Friday, on the 5th of February, we're going to be dropping podcasts with Mr. Abstracto, Turkey Terror of the Grouch Couch, Ethan S. Brewerton's an artist friend of mine, a friend of mine from real life who's currently in nursing school during a pandemic. I'm going to talk to him about, I talked to him about nursing and medicine and all that kind of cool stuff. Tomorrow, I'm interviewing Major Grunge and Cryomera and Age, who's in the chat right now. So expect 5 or 6 of those. I don't know exactly whose I'm all putting up, but we're gonna be dropping a whole bunch of podcasts on Friday so that you guys have a lot to listen to. So go over to Thought Balloons on Anchor There's links to Spotify and all sorts of places that you can find the podcast and subscribe to it where you want to. It's also on my YouTube channel. Put it up there on YouTube. It's not a video podcast, but if you want to watch it on YouTube, you can watch it on YouTube. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week. We're going to raid into Joe Dirt, Hero Proof member. He and Dom are on there playing Zweihander, another RPG. So we're going to go say hi to them. I will see you guys on Monday for art, and we will see you next week for more Osrynn Tales D&D. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye.
I should have hit the button earlier. Oh, God. 5, 4, 3, 2, raid!